Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Lynn Tremonti, and I'm the director of Ohio's Voice, a project of America's Voice, which is a pro-immigration advocacy group. We're here in a Google Hangout on air with some of my favorite people from Columbus. We, we have Julie Nemechek. She's an immigration attorney in the Columbus area and really all over Ohio, and she's a fabulous activist and advocate for the immigrant community. We have Esmeralda Cornejo, who I've had the pleasure to know for a couple of years now. I got to meet her through fighting her deportation case, and she's become an advocate for herself and for other families in the same situation. Esmeralda is joined by her daughter Ariana. That's the little one there. She's 9, and her daughter Jocelyn, who's 11. Jocelyn is a future lawyer, future whatever she wants to be. She's attended several meetings with us that we've had with Governor Kasich and Attorney General Mike DeWine to talk about DAPA and DACA. And I mean, Jocelyn is more articulate and is a better advocate for immigration than almost anybody else I've ever seen. So I thought that it would be important to bring you together with the Cornejo family so you could learn a little bit about what they've been going through the past couple of years and why they believe that the Supreme Court should uphold the DAPA policy and the expansion of DACA. Maybe we'll just start very briefly. Julie, if you don't mind just saying what DAPA and DACA are.
Okay. DAPA basically gives parents of United States citizen holders and green card holders the ability to stay in the United States, to come out of the shadows, to work legally, to get work cards, provided they meet some basic criteria. They've been here for about 5 years, they follow the law, they don't have serious violations. And DACA is pretty much parallel to DAPA, but it's for students. So it's for children that came here when they were under the age of 16 and have lived here without lawful status. It basically gives them the ability to continue to live in this country, to enroll in college, enroll in school, get work cards.
Thank you. And so, Jocelyn, let's start with you. Tell us a little bit about your family.
Well, we are we're very united, I feel. I think it's been difficult, because of my mom's situation, especially when she had the ankle bracelet, because I would just sit there and watch her have to charge her and sit there for an hour. And so it kind of made me feel bad, and I feel that my family kind of went a little bit tense, to say it that way. I started getting worse grades. I didn't pay attention in class, thinking about what would happen if we did go to Mexico with all the violence there. And so I think that did affect our family a lot.
Esmeralda, when you were facing deportation, you made a decision to speak publicly about what was happening. That's pretty brave. Why did you decide to make that decision to speak out publicly about a very tragic thing that was happening in your family?
Well, it was very hard because my English is, I'm not good with the English. But I try because I have my kids, they work in here, and I think they wanna have a very better future if we stay here. And it's scary, kind of scary, but I had to try. They deserve the best life, and here is a lot of opportunities for my kids to study, to go to college, or to go to to have a career. So is that why?
So for those who aren't aware, Esmeralda was the government was trying to deport her. I think it was 2014. Is that right, Julie?
It was
13.
We're on the end of
2013.
2013 when it started due to
Yeah.
traffic light.
Yeah. And so I think that, Esmeralda, your case was one of the ones that I think led to the new priorities memo and really the creation of DAPA, because I think you really illustrated for the administration that their words were not matching their actions. So I feel like your case in particular really helped to pave the way, as many others did as well, for new policies. So when you heard that DAPA was announced, and this is for anybody, what were the first thoughts that were going through your mind when you heard that President Obama had created DAPA?
I was happy and I was praying to God to. I was thinking, oh my gosh, this is gonna be a very good for everybody. I hope this the president can do something. Well, he tried, but
You're happy.
yeah.
What about you, Jocelyn?
Um,
Do you remember those days?
yeah. Well, I was very excited, and I thought, well, everything's gonna get better now. We're gonna be able to stay here. My mom's gonna get a job. Everything's gonna be all right. And then President Obama couldn't do anything else from there.
So you guys came with us. We met with Attorney General Mike DeWine. We met with his staff. We met with him directly. We met with the governor. And one thing that I really remember about those meetings was it was big rooms, and it was your family and several other families from Columbus and Northeast Ohio, just talking from the heart about what was happening and why the lawsuit was such a mistake. And Jocelyn, something you said really stuck with me. You said that your mom is your superhero. What did you mean by that?
I look up to my mom. I think she's a very kind person, a very hardworking person who has done anything she can to get us a better life. She came to the United States because she wanted a better life. That meant a lot to me, because I want someday, if I ever have kids, my kids look at me like that with inspiration.
Yeah. And you told me, I think you said you wanted to be a lawyer. Is that the case, or are you thinking about something else?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. A lawyer that helps immigrants, or what kind of a lawyer?
Immigrant.
Sorry?
Immigration, lawyer, sorry.
Oh, great. Just like you, Julie.
I offered her a job today. So.
That's great. Esmeralda, how does that make you feel? I mean, when you hear your daughter talking like that about you?
I feel proud to everybody in my family, and yeah, I hope someday that the future is going to be better if DAPA and DACA se realiza.
Are realized, yeah.
Sí, porque nos va a ayudar muchísimo y nos va a permitir hacer una vida mejor y salir de las sombras y contribuir con este país que nos ha dado tanto.
So she just said because it will let us come out of the shadows and contribute even more to this country that's given us so much. Esmeralda, you've been in Ohio for how long?
Almost 15 years.
Yeah. And what do you like about Ohio? Or why do you want to stay here, I guess?
Yeah, this is like this is my home, but it's like I love this country, like Mexico, like my country, because Este país me ha dado mi familia, me ha dado la forma de ver a mi familia en México y me ha dado tanto. Este es un país que da muchas oportunidades y, y yo quiero algo mejor para mi familia de lo que yo tuve cuando era pequeña.
So she said that she loves this country because it gave her her life, it gave her children, her family, and she wants a better future for them than the one she thought that she had for herself. Let's see if there's any questions. If for people to submit a question, you can send a tweet to hashtag OHVoice, and we'd be happy to ask your questions on the air. Let me just pull up the Twitter real quick and see if there's any questions. Okay, of course I have to know how to do it. Okay. Oh, okay. Here's one. This is from Matt. It says, "How will you celebrate if we win DAPA?"
Excuse me.
Oh, la pregunta es, ¿cómo va a celebrar si ganamos DAPA?
Voy a darle primero gracias a Dios y después voy a tratar de hacer, de buscar trabajo, o a lo mejor trabajo, de hacer las cosas lo mejor posible. Voy a, no sé, a gritar de alegría, no sé qué voy a hacer todavía.
She said, "I still don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to look for a job and I'm going to just, things will get better," right? Is that a good translation, more or less? So, how about you, Jocelyn? What do you think will change if DAPA becomes unstuck?
Honestly, I'm gonna be really happy. But at school, I think I'm gonna try even harder than I'm doing right now because I already know that I'm gonna be able to stay here and I'll do my best and so yeah, I'll do my best.
I just have to say that she's going to take college classes in 7th grade. So.
Oh my goodness, are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow, that's great, Jocelyn. Ariana, do you have anything that you want to add?
I would feel delighted that my family has a chance to have a career, and it would help us a lot, and we would have a better life here, and I would do better in all the things that would help me and my family. Yeah.
Thank you. Well, listen, ladies, I mean, I just admire you so much, and I want to thank you. What you're doing is very important. You're telling your story. You're letting people out there know that there's real people. This is not just some policy. This is about real people's lives. And I think today it's just such an important day with the Supreme Court hearing. If you had one opportunity to talk to a Supreme Court justice and tell them something about DAPA or your life or what they should do with the case, what would be your advice?
Yo les pediría que nos ayudaran porque esto contribuiría a ayudar a todas las familias, pero también a la nación. Pienso yo que todos venimos aquí a superarnos y somos trabajadores. Es verdad que hay unas cuantas personas que no vienen a hacer bien, pero la mayoría somos personas que nada más venimos a luchar por nuestras familias. Entonces pienso que contribuiría al país y a nosotros nos haría muchísimo bien.
So Esmeralda said if she had a chance to talk to a Supreme Court justice, she would say that they need DAPA because it would help her family, She only comes here to contribute. She wants them to know that immigrants are hard workers. The vast majority of them are hard workers, good people, and they just want a chance to improve their lives here. So, great. Jocelyn, do you have any messages for the Supreme Court?
I think I've said this before, but it's true. Most of the people who come here aren't criminals, aren't kidnappers, robbers, murderers, and so I think to those good people there should be a second chance. Maybe.
No, no la mayoría. La mayoría somos las personas.
Por eso, and so I think that some people might have had some problems in the past, but here they have a new opportunity and they can fix them.
Well, thank you guys. Thanks again for being so brave and sharing your story. And thanks to everybody for tuning in and watching. We'll find out soon what the Supreme Court decides, but obviously this family and the activists are not going to stop fighting until we protect everyone who's working here and wants to just be here for the right reasons. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lee. Thank you.